Welcome to the road to 40. Hey guys, I drew this today. It's something I'm working on right now.
Christ of the Holy Jesus.
We're here doing homeschool work with Greyson and Gryphon. Right now, Grayson's going to get a spare piece of paper so that he can do his division upon it. Gryphon, what do you want to learn today? He's my nudie. He never likes to wear clothes. You want to learn anything today? You should always try to learn something new every day.
That's what I want to learn.
What do you want to learn?
Turning on the PS4.
You want to learn how to turn on the PS4?
Yeah.
That will get you pretty far in life, actually. Okay.
So I can...
I'm not quite sure what this lumber sexual thing is, but I sure do like the look of it. Man, if I could only nail that look. Hi, I'm Jason Oliveira, and this is the Road to 40. What the hell, man? Metrosexual, lumbersexual. We're all just freaking people, man. I hate these labels. Like, I mean, it's not a terrible thing. I'm not like... It's not like I'm gonna go to my grave dreading never repairing this. You know what I mean? Like... I just think it's a stupid thing, and I'm tired of it, and I'm tired of labels. Lumbersexual. Apparently you wear a lot of, like, you're really outdoorsy looking, I guess. Kind of like a lumberjack with a big beard. Although I heard somewhere you have to have a neatly shaven beard, and technically you're a metrosexual who prefers to hang on to outdoorsy type look and feel. What a dumbass thing this is altogether. I'm just so sick of it. Like, I don't want to be in a bad mood. I don't want to shit all over things. But like today, I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. Let me show you what I did today. I drew today for the first time in a while. I'd been working on that thing for my friend Brad. Yes, I realize he's got my tattoos. Yes, I realize he's got the same jewelry and guitars and stuff. It's not me. I like the way it came out. I'll probably ink it, maybe do some... I'm very disappointed. I have these... I don't know where the hell I went now. Everything's just disappearing tonight. I have these markers that I like to use. They're brush markers. Is this really... oh, they're right here. Duh. I just covered them up. They're dual brush pens. I know way back in the day I recommended these. I still recommend them, but I have a problem with them. Would you like to know what my problem with them is? This is the one that I used a lot. Now, mind you, I used it a lot, but it shouldn't be out of freaking, ink at this point. Nothing. I can't get anything out of this. It's so disappointing. I tried the other end, too, the really sharp end. Still can't get anything. Well, a little bit. But this was my favorite one to use. And the reason why is it was kind of like almost like wetting the paper a few times rather than actually coloring the paper. So you eventually darken the shade of it. It was just enough to add a little bit to a picture that I didn't maybe want to ink, or possibly, I just wanted to use it in certain areas. However, I couldn't use it on here. And so now I tested out all the other brushes, and look at this. Yeah, there's nothing on there. Okay. Like, it's way darker. Like, that's the lightest. That's the closest I can get to it. I mean, I've got other brushes. I just really prefer... I've got other markers. I just prefer these brush pens over anything else now. It's just my hands were meant to use these. Like, I could feel it as I started using these. I think a lot of people who... I'm not saying I'm natural at anything, because I'm not very good at anything. I'm okay at a lot of things, though. And these pens were something that I felt really comfortable working with. And I was very excited to see the results. I'm going to start rolling this second camera. I intended to do it earlier. I forgot. Sorry. We may do some cutting. I enjoy doing that. It's fun. It's fun for me. So I have figured out this live Google chat thing, the Hangouts, the Google Hangouts through YouTube. And I can schedule events through YouTube and then share the link wherever I need to share it. I think I want to do that. I just don't know if there's any interest in something like that happening. Because I do get a view count, but my view counts are usually over the course of a week or so. It's definitely not people who are exclusively watching it every night anymore, which is fine. I don't mind. It's not a big deal. You all fail. You have failed me for the last time. No. So that being said, I just wanted to make a point that I'm trying to get something that's kind of stuck over here, and it's a pain in the ass. I'd like to do it. I'd love to draw maybe, or just hang out and talk and answer questions, but I just don't know if there is a live audience or a need for a live show. I think it'd be fun. Maybe I'll just start going live when I'm recording these every night. That would be interesting to see the end results. This is a real slobber knocker here. That's not the term I was looking for at all, actually. It's just a nuisance, a real nuisance. That's the word. Real pain in the A, if you know what I say. And I don't know if you guys had a chance to check out any of those videos that I linked over there from last night. The one about Agartha, or the kind of funny guys that made that drink. That drink was good. I'm not saying it was bad. I don't want to down the drink. It's just, it was muddy. It tasted thick towards the end, like trying to drink it. I think less ice, stir it more, and half the cookies, and you got it. You're on. You might have to throw a shot of peppermint schnapps or something minty in there. I have a De Kuyper that was on clearance for $6.45. It's muddled mint, and it tastes just like mint out of a garden, because we grow mint in the garden, or Carol does, because I couldn't grow it. And it's good. It's really good. It's naturally good, which I like. I'm sure it's not natural. Au natural, as they like to say. Hey, you know what I'd like to do? Let's take a look at this. I showed this to the other camera. Oh, that is much better. Much better. Sorry, guys. Now see that. That. I mean, I can come back here and get a little bit of... You can't even put any light on it. But over here, it's just really good. I like the way the plaid came out too, although it needs some more lines, which I'm going to do right now while we're sitting here talking. Sometimes, I used to do these shows, actually, when we first started doing these. I don't know if you guys remember. You probably do. When we first started doing these, there was a few of them that I just sat and I drew in. And then, later on, I just stopped drawing while I was doing it because it was just too hard. I couldn't focus on one thing, and one thing would come out nice, and the next thing would come out like dog shit. And I got to the point where I was like, you know what? I'd rather just focus on this. Although, see, the thing is if I could draw, and... Oh, see, now this is where I should be setting up the camera overhead. Problem is this isn't the best place to be drawing. I've got a drafting table out in the kitchen now, which Carol brought down from the attic. She said, oh, I thought you might want to use this again. I thought, yes, I would. Thank you for bringing that down. And I've only used it once since it's been down here. I have no excuse. But I drew this today just at the kitchen table while Grayson and I were doing homeschool. We had a short day today. They're going to get shorter up until Christmas. That's the nice thing is you have to send these letters of intent in. Not even going to show you. Apparently I was supposed to submit one every year. I didn't realize that. I thought, okay, he was homeschooled last year. Unless they tell me otherwise, he'll be homeschooling again. Like if I send my kid to school... unless something changes, they just, assume the next year is the next year. I think. I don't know. What do I know? There we go. I was wondering, the plaid. I used to draw plaid all the time. Not on things, because to draw plaid on things, you kind of have to, think about how it wraps around the body. I didn't do a great job, but this isn't too bad. And you don't want like straight lines. You never want them straight. And as a matter of fact, you don't even really want them curved straight either. Like, you want some disorientation. I mean, look at this shirt here. Like, the plaid folds into itself. It overlaps. It does all kinds of crazy things. That's one of the things that I've just kind of picked up in my years of drawing. I saw somebody who drew plaid phenomenally well. Two people, actually. My friend Rob Burnt and Patrick Russell. Both of them could do plaid like it was nobody's business. Both of them are great artists. And so I was just like, you know what? Let me just study the way they do plaid. So we'd draw together, especially, not so much with Pat, but with Rob. We used to sit and draw a lot. That's a pretty cool thing, drawing with people. I know the guy that I always talk to you guys about, Will Terrell. I'll put a link up here at 10 minutes and 1 second. He inspired me to really get off my ass and do this. This and Shay Carl. Like, I see him. He's got a family. Well, he's a Mormon. But he's got a ton of kids. And, like, he's able to fit this into his daily routine from day one. You know what I mean? Like, he was nothing the first day. Not that he was nothing. I mean, he was something. He was somebody. Just like, you know, going on to do this didn't make him somebody, but he's more known now. And I thought, wow, that's really cool. He films his family. Think about when he's a grandfather or a year before he dies, and he's just, you know what, I want to look back at my life. He can do that. Like, that's cool. I mean, up until when he started recording. That's why I thought, you can't put things off another day. Here we go. You're going to get my rant and rave about this. I haven't done it in a while. When you put things off to another day, you regret never doing them. Now, I'm not saying that that's happened to me a lot in my life so far, because I'm not dead, and I'm certainly not super old. I'm getting there. You know, I'm 39, but I'm still in my 30s. You know, the way I see it is there's only one member of my band younger than me. But, nonetheless, like, time creeps away. It just sneaks away from you. It eats up, and all of a sudden your kids are older, and you don't realize it. Like, I've tried to be aware most of my life of things like that. Like, I want to appreciate and enjoy as much of life. Like I talk about at the end of the videos. I won't say it tonight. I'll just say it now. You know, live life to the fullest and love every moment of it. If you're not living your life that way, then you need to change your life. Change what it is that's not letting you move forward. What's not letting you improve. What's not making you happy. Get to the root of it and fix it. You know, before it's too late. Don't put off day after day after day until it's too late or there's no need to pursue it any further. At that point, I think you just really got to say, hey, you know what? I need to change things. I need to be happy because I don't want to die unhappy. And so, thankfully, in my life, I'm working towards being happier every day. But things really started improving for me when I started doing this. And I'm not saying my life was bad before this. But doing this, consciously going out of my way, even when I have nothing to talk about like tonight, to sit down and a joke usually pops into my head, a good open line and to start the thing off. Most of the time, like, I already have subject matter that I want to talk about, or I don't. No, that was not my point. Or I run with something. But some nights, it's just like, I just come up and I'm like, you know what? I could not do it tonight. But if I don't, that's a night of my life that wasn't recorded. Whatever I would have said on camera tonight would never have been said. You know what I mean? Like, maybe just saying what I'm saying right now is enough to make somebody go, Jesus Christ, he's right. I've been living this way, but I need to change things now. Like, and I'm not saying that's going to happen, and that's not necessarily why I do it either. Like I said, a lot of this is for my kids to watch later on, too. And I'm glad that I have people who enjoy watching it as well, and commenting on it. Like, it's been a while. It's been a little slow, but, like, to the heart of the matter, as long as this is out there, if it has 1 million hits one day, or it still only has no views, that's okay. It's something that right now in my life makes me a better person every day. It makes me conscious and aware of this moment. Like, it makes me think about my day, the things I did right, the things I did wrong. I have become a better teacher in the last, like, 2 or 3 weeks slowing the pace of things down. If I don't get to the dishes, I don't get to the dishes. I try to make the house as clean and presentable as possible, but those aren't the most important things. Spending time with kids, and teaching them, and spending time with your nearly 14 or 15-year-old cat, that's important to me. You know, Hugh Prather wrote that line in Notes to Myself: when I can get to the point where I can lie here on the floor and just watch my cat, I'll know I've found happiness, or something like that. Look it up. Hugh Prather. Really just profound guy. Really cool guy. And I'm getting there. The hard thing is that I don't like the current living situations we're in. I want to move. And I've been talking about that since day one. I've been talking about that for about 4 or 5 years now. And I think we're just going to do it, whether it's this year, probably next year, actually. Because we really need a little bit better of a game plan, a job situation, so on and so forth. But I think next year we're just going to take what we can get back from taxes and just go. Go wherever we want to go. We're actually thinking about going to D.C. to see if there is consulates from... Not consulates, you know the word I'm looking for, though. The people you go... Representatives from other countries that you can talk to. Switzerland... Was it Sweden? Switzerland? I always get the two confused. Denmark. There's other parts of Western Europe as well, but I don't know. Probably Eastern Europe would probably be where I'd like to live, to be completely honest. But, I mean, our eyes are still on West Coast for now. Would be happy to get to Oregon, or happy to get to California, or happy to get anywhere, man. Colorado, Louisiana. I need to see Louisiana before I leave this country, I can tell you that. I need to spend a good solid week or two in New Orleans at the prime season for going to hear good music and bar hop, because that's something I never did and it's something I would have liked to have done. Okay? It has nothing to do with my life lacking anything. It's just something I always wanted to do. Like, before I leave the United States, that's something I would like to do. Before, I'd like to see the Grand Canyon, but that's not a huge deal. If I never saw it, it's not that... I mean, imagine standing there is a whole different story. I just, it's not something that appeals to me. Like, Grand Canyon is so vast. It's just like it's not really like a phenomenon. It's an occurrence. It's a little bit less. You know what I mean? Like, it happens. Maybe not to that degree, but I don't know how I got on that. My point being is, don't put off till tomorrow what you could today, because you never know when tomorrow's not going to come. I screwed up on that last night when I said that too. Sometimes I watch them and I'll edit them, or I'll add stupid little things. I go, oh, should I delete that? Should I cut that out? But usually I watch it after I've already uploaded it to YouTube in the editing phase, so that I can go through and annotate things. I don't know. Nonetheless, I've been having fun with that aspect of it. If I could get a job doing that. Problem is, I'd have to go to school. I'd have to go at least 4 to 6 years probably. And I mean, the longer I put it off, obviously. But I don't want to go here. I'd rather go somewhere, get the education, and then apply for jobs. There's no sense in waiting another 4 to 6 years somewhere that you're hating. It's not that I hate Lynchburg. There's some beautiful things around us. And I mean, I love our house, our street, our land. It's quiet, and I like it that way. But I've grown so complacent and so settled for living conditions that, like, it's time to, like, really go out of my comfort zone, I think. You know what I mean? Try living like that for 10 years and see how you feel afterwards. Because I think, for me, it's the vast amount of stuff that's around me. And I know I could minimalize my life. I could sell things. But it's also walking outside of the house and just the... thankfully, the state has voted blue the last 3 or 4 elections, which I'm happy with, and I think that's going to grow throughout the country more and more. But it's not just about that. It's not about politics or religion. Like, I don't know. Sometimes that voice calls from within. You got to follow that voice, because the longer you put it off, that voice doesn't stick around for it. Thought I just saw something on my shoulder. Anywho, before this goes on any longer, thank you guys for always coming back. I mean it. It really makes my day. If you want to subscribe, please do so. Pass them along to anybody else who you know who might like watching these, or who could learn something from them, or who would just enjoy them. I don't know. Follow me on the social media, Geycen. My ugly mug will pop up all over the place. Instagram, Elo, you name it. I'm out there. Don't forget to make somebody smile tomorrow. Make yourself a better person tomorrow than you were today. Tomorrow. Spend a little time with yourself. Let's make the world spin a little bit happier together. And as I said earlier, I won't say it. Sometimes I just stretch this bitch out till it's not even worth it anymore. Thank you guys, really. Take care of each other. Let me know what you think about doing a live one, because I'd love to do it personally. Like I said, I might start just throwing up a live event every night while I'm doing this. And then go from there. Because who knows? You know what? Maybe some night somebody tunes in. Somebody's there with their friend. Their friend tells somebody else. You know? I don't know why I feel like this need to grow an audience, but I feel like it would be nice. I feel like sharing this information and this idea in and of itself is just a good thing. All right. Take care, guys. I'll see you guys a little bit further on down the road to 40. Good night, friends.
Oh, hello. Special edition, added bonus footage.
What?